I know Mir will like this. I'm in the process of making a bookshelf. So I just did all my measuring. This is a 4-foot by 17-inch bookshelf. And I have my assistant, Nudie, who is helping me. She loves to sit here and watch Daddy. Nudie! Woo! Helping today. So I just put a layer of paint and letting it dry for second layer. So there we are. All right, so here we are prepping the shelf. I put the first layer of black down, but I think I made a boo-boo, so I'm just gonna sand this to smooth it out. I know it looks bad now, but believe me, even though this is gonna be the top part of the shelf, it's gonna bother me. So I still can. I'm just going to smooth out the... No one's going to see this part, but still, just for my own purposes. And this is actually like bookshelf quality a piece of wood. So I got this at the discount. You know, because like when you go to Home Depot or Lowe's, they always have like those pieces. And I got lucky. I found this piece, which is normally $30, down to $8. So now that we got that, all right, here we go. Then we're gonna apply a second coat and go over this thing that I fucked up. And it's just layer after layer. So you're just gonna have to do 2-3 layers of this shit just to get it even. Alright, so I put the first bracket and you see what I'm kind of made it at the same level as this one. And you know, we'll show the end result because I took these shelves down as well. But you know, we want to make it eye level, the same level as that shelf up there. So again, I always use Craftsman, old school like that. All right. I don't know how this YouTube home improvement guys do this stuff.
I think it's really, she can't take it after all.
All right, so where I am right now is I'm starting to put up the brackets in the retro room, and I kind of made it eye level to the other shelf over there, the same level as that. And put in the drill bit head. Okay. So again, we have it leveled using the leveler and a marker. I already marked my spot where it's leveled. And at the same time, you want to make sure it's spread out because this is a 4-foot long shelf by 18 to hold the various Joe vehicles. So I see that I am, there's the spot. So I'm going to make a pre-hole. Just to mark So there we go. Take that down. So I know I already have my marks there. And now I'm going to come down and change the drill head to get it wider. Alright, so now the second shelf is up. It's a little bit dusty, so I'm going to dust it off. And like I said, with this one I put Cobra, so on this one I'm going to put G.I.Joe vehicles on. Starting off with the killer whale. Now I know this is like a weird, untraditional video than I normally do, but I don't know, it's just, I guess, fun, shits and giggles. And hopefully it'll help somebody out, I don't know. But the reason why I'm setting up the whale down here is because obviously when it's all the way up there, it's going to be freaking impossible. Also, I took out the veins on my whale because they're so damn delicate and fragile. I know the most common problem is the foot pegs. Getting cutter position right and then making sure. I would recommend getting some putty. Is probably better than relying on the foot pegs alone. And this is version, I don't know, version 4 or 5 of Leatherneck, which doesn't look like Leatherneck because he doesn't have his mustache. And we all know Leatherneck's supposed to look like Ron Rudat, so by this time he was already let go from Hasbro, sadly. So obviously, I guess they didn't want to pay for his likeness, so they totally redesigned the figure. That's why a lot of people shit on this version, but when you know the corporate politics behind it, it's like, oh, okay. Alright, so the first vehicle up is the killer whale. That looks pretty good. And now I'm going to start setting this up as well as finish the Cobra shelf and then put these shelves back up. So we got a little bit of a ways to go. But so far, I mean, look at this mess. Alright, this is a sneak preview of what I have done so far in installing this 4-foot long bookshelf. So this is the G.I. Joe, and then here I'm still setting up the Cobra. If you watch my channel, you know that, this was all full, so I took all of this down and now I'm setting it back up again. And you see, like, all my Joes are like here. It's a fucking mess. So stay tuned to the finished product, and if you haven't, head over to my YouTube channel. Alright, this is a sneak preview of what I have done so far in installing this 4-foot long bookshelf. So this is the G.I. Joe, and then here I'm still setting up the Cobra. If you watch my channel, you know that, this was all full, so I took all of this down and now I'm setting it back up again. And you see, like, all my Joes are like here. It's a fucking mess. So stay tuned to the finished product, and if you haven't, head over to my YouTube channel. Alright, so here we have the Joe section installed. So this is the progress so far. Still setting up the Cobra side. Then I have to come back and reset up these shelves and these bookcases, and then I have to get all of this back and set up again and probably reorganize this. I'm thinking of moving all the G.I. Joe stuff to this side of the wall. And then leave this for like Transformers and other stuff. All right, back to work.